Jared Polin, FroKnowsPhoto.com, and Nikon just announced the Nikon D610. But before we jump into that, I want to remind you, if you haven't signed up for the Fro Knows Photo email list, click on the screen right now. It's going to take you over to the website where you'll see an orange box, and you can type your name in and your email address, hit send it, and I will give you a free guide to capturing motion in low light situations. So, Nikon D610. I will quote Nikon. This is an evolution of the D600, aka that means we've corrected whatever oil spot issues we were having, at least we hope they have. Because you have to think about this. The D600 came out about a year before this camera. That is a quick turnaround time to basically replace a model. Usually it's at least 2 years well, 18 months to 2 years. So that's something interesting. So let's go through the specs and see what's actually changed other than making it say 610 instead of 600. 6 frames a second instead of 5.5 frames a second. Whoop-de-doo. Not a big deal. Not a big change right there. It now has quiet continuous mode at 3 frames a second for if you want to have a little slightly less louder shutter when you're shooting continuously. You're still going to hear it, so it's an option that they give you. Better white balance. This is the most exciting thing about this camera. Yippee skippy are the notes that I wrote. I was on the phone and I said yippee skippy to better white balance. Not a big deal when you're shooting raw. You can basically make that change when you're done. So here we go. Same 24 megapixel sensor, same 39-point AF system, so they're still going to be clumped in the middle like they were in the other one. God forbid they would have put the D7100 focusing system in there. I don't know. That could have been better. But it's $1,999.95. That's $100 less than where the D600 came out at. So, what do I think about this? If you have a D600 already and you don't have oil spot issues, stick with your D600. If you are looking for a fantastic first FX camera, this is still it. I reviewed the D600 and I really enjoyed using it. Even with the clumped-in 39-point AF system, I got used to it. It wasn't a big deal. The camera did what I wanted it to do. I really enjoyed it. You can see that review. Click on the screen right now. That will take you to that full review. Or hang on at the end of this and you can click the screen there to take you to that review. You know, what Nikon also said, because I grilled them, we're not going to let them off the hook for this. Let's call it Oilgate. Let's call it D600 Oilgate. Yeah, we're not going to let them off the hook for that. So I sat there and I asked them, and they said, well, we've put out a press release saying that if anybody has an issue with their D600s, they can send them in and we will fix them. Now, I personally know somebody who's done that 4 times. It hasn't happened to everybody, but some people blow it out of proportion, and then other people really legitimately have a major issue that Nikon says they will fix and repair. Of course, it's a pain in the ass to send your camera back and be without a camera. So if it constantly happens, I would really push the issue with them and say, I'd like you to replace it with a D610. Did I call it a 610 earlier or a 6100? I called it a 610? Just making sure. Thanks, Stephen. So that's what I would say. But really, I think that this is a fantastic camera for anybody jumping into the DX range. It's $2,000. That is not bad. Compared to what we paid when we first got our first full-frame cameras, this is a great place to be. I know the focusing system is 39 points and they're clumped in the middle, but it's still 9 cross-type sensors. I enjoyed using the camera. I got fantastic results out of it shooting football in low-light situations, and I think that anybody looking to get out of the DX range and jump into FX glass and FX bodies, that the 610 is a good place to go. Let's just hope that they didn't kill themselves with Oilgate and that people are hesitant to purchase. I personally would not be hesitant to purchase this camera. I still wouldn't be hesitant to purchase a D600 because I know they're going to stand behind it if there is an issue. Swap it out or give you a repair and fix it and make it all good so that you can write home about it. The video quality is fantastic. I did a whole video review of it. I really enjoyed what I got out of that. And you know what? We're going to put both of those boxes up on the screen at the end here so that you can see what I've done with the D600 review, because it's pretty much going to be the same thing as this D610. So I'm probably not going to review the D610, being that I've already done the D600. So I'm going to sign off, and then we'll let you pick which video you want to watch after that. So thank you guys for watching. Jared Polin, FroKnowsPhoto.com. So if you'd want to watch the D600 review, click right here. And if you want to watch the D600 review, what, Steven? Both over here? Okay, there's 2 boxes over here. There's a 600 review, and then there's this a music video I made with the D600. They both worked out very well. Click on either one of them. Enjoy it. Have fun. We'll see you later.